Okay guys, welcome to the channel. Before we do get into our altcoin video today, make sure to check out our main YouTube channel, MegaWhale Crypto. This is going to be the link down below. It will take you to our primary channel where we post daily videos for Bitcoin focusing on the facts, the data, the technical and the structural information. If you want even more content, you can join us on Telegram. It is the third link down below. You'll get access to charts, updates, videos, educational posts, and of course, everything you need to stay in the loop of cryptocurrency with Bitcoin and of course, the relevant economic news. And if you want to take it even a step further, you can join our private VIP. We post trading setups with exact entries, exact targets, exact stop losses, trade justification, and exclusive analysis, as well as access to 5 different group chats. If that is what you're interested in, contact us in the pinned comment of the free channel for more information. Without further ado, let's dive into our altcoin analysis. Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump into it, and we're going to be doing a macro and short-term analysis for Ethereum, discussing the critical levels you should be paying attention to on the high time frame chart, whether or not Ethereum is going to see a continuation higher or a correction, and we're also going to be jumping deep into the short-term price action, discussing exactly what is happening and what you should be expecting moving forward. So let's go ahead guys and jump into it, and I want to identify 2 particular horizontal levels on this chart, which will be focusing mainly within this macro analysis. Starting off with our lower level of support between 20,000 and between 2,000 and 2,150. And this level is represented by our lower gray box. This particular level acted as a resistance for nearly 2 full years, which was our bear market resistance. We eventually broke through this level in December 2023, resulting in a strong continuation of over 100% to the $4,000 mark, which was our weekly high and our pi cycle high point. We have then since seen a correction of a considerable amount, around 50% pullback here for Ethereum, resulting in a retest of that prior bear market resistance and bouncing, turning this area into a horizontal support level. So, over the course of the last 8 months, we have seen a significant breakout of our bear market resistance and now an establishment of a high time frame support at that particular level. During this whole movement, we have also established another area of major support, and this was going to be our multi-month level of support at 2,800 to 2,700. As you can see, Ethereum managed to sustain above this level excuse me, numerous times and for numerous months, resulting in retests of that $4,000 level again and significant bounces to the high side. Upon the breakdown of this level, we saw that cataclysmic 30% correction, and since then we have retested and bounced back towards this prior area of support, now retesting it as a resistance. If we want to see a macro continuation upwards for Ethereum, we absolutely need to break through this prior area of support, which is now a resistance, to see that continuation higher. Additionally, if we do see that breakout of the horizontal region, we still have this downtrending diagonal resistance, which is a challenge, a hurdle, a barrier in which Ethereum is going to need to break through to see that continuation up to 4,000. So step number 1 is to break through this current area of resistance. If we break through that resistance, step number 2 is to break through the macro downtrending resistance, and that is when Ethereum is going to be officially in a macro uptrend according to our diagonal levels. Now, while we remain underneath or retesting this critical area of resistance, there is a possibility Ethereum could fail to actually sustain above or reclaim this area of support and thus see an extended correction back into these low prices. We're going to be discussing that in the short-term analysis. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'd like to introduce our partner BitUnix. Bitunix is a global, non-KYC, no country restriction exchange, making it a perfect exchange to trade on if you're from the USA, from Canada, the Netherlands, or just prefer to trade without KYC. This exchange is a futures and spot exchange with over 200 different trading pairs, and some of the lowest fees in the game. If you sign up with my link down below, you'll get access to 15% off your trading fees, as well as an exclusive reward center where you can claim up to a multitude in USDT prizes. So go ahead and sign up with my link down below for 15% off, and I'll see you in there. So as we can see, guys, we can move over to our 4-hour chart. This is going to be our Ethereum chart. Let's go ahead and just move out some of these lines. This is our 4-hour Ethereum chart. We can see our critical high time frame levels as represented by our lower horizontal support and our higher or range high horizontal resistance. Within this, we have two critical levels of support I want to identify. This is going to be our short-term supports at 2500 and 2300. This, of course, was the prior high point that we established and the first bounce that we established, which was a higher low on this consolidation past the bounce of the $2,000 region. Since then, we have again established a new short-term support, which is at 2500 level. And we are now retesting that 27 to 2800 level. Alongside this, we have established that short-term uptrend as represented by this diagonal trend line. So as we can see, Ethereum is moving into our high time frame resistance within this diagonal uptrend. That opens up a few possible short-term directional moves Ethereum could undergo within the next couple days. So if Ethereum were to break underneath or break below this uptrending diagonal trend line, we would officially break under the 30% uptrend we have been in since the 5th of August. This would officially send Ethereum into a downtrend. The downtrending targets for Ethereum will be as followed: our 2500 level and our 2300 level. Both of these levels being significant areas of support where reversals could develop from. We could develop reversals from either of these levels. What is more certain is if we do break below this region, this uptrending diagonal region, we will very likely retest at least one of the two horizontal supports as listed. That is our bearish case scenario. The bullish case scenario is that Ethereum is able to sustain above this uptrend and eventually break above this liquidity pocket at 28,000. Again, this is our liquidity pocket, to see a break and continuation towards that downtrend we have identified on our higher time frame chart. So again, Ethereum will need to close a daily candle above 2800 to see that continuation higher. Until then, we are in an uptrend. We are moving into an area of resistance. We have not quite tested this liquidity pocket where downward reversals could develop from, and we are in a apexing point between that liquidity pocket, that high time frame resistance, and this uptrending diagonal support level. We are in a pretty interesting position. Alongside this, we do have some major economic news coming out within the next 32 hours, which could sway the market, particularly the risk asset market, in either direction. So what you should be doing now is you should be looking at Ethereum and saying, well, we have already seen a 30% move. We are now at an area of resistance. Therefore, it is too late for me to take longs. If I were to take longs on Ethereum right now, I would be taking a late long. My options are as follows: wait for a breakdown of this support level, or wait for a bearish reversal to develop in this liquidity pocket for shorts. My short targets will then be 2500. If we lose 2500, I'd be looking for 2300. However, if Ethereum, is able to sustain above 2800, we will very likely see the price action continue upwards into that higher time frame resistance, which we identified by that diagonal trend line. That is it for Ethereum, guys. We want to keep it nice and short and sharp. Again, a lot of what happens with Ethereum is heavily dependent on Bitcoin. According to our structural levels here, according to our technicals levels here, we are watching this uptrend very, very closely. Again, we do have that uptrend RSI. If we do see a breakdown of that RSI, we are very likely to break this uptrend as well. I would not be expecting bearish reversals to develop unless, of course, we break the RSI, we see a reversal develop within this liquidity pocket, or we lose this short-term uptrend. Until then, Ethereum is on an uptrend. However, the risk of a reversal is increasing as we approach this apex zone. I'll say it one more time. If we break above, if we break a daily candle above here and we are able to reclaim this major area of support, we will see a continuation higher, but we are now retesting resistance, and the best thing to do when we are retesting these critical high time frame resistances is to sit back, be patient, and let the price action develop. React instead of predict. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you guys in the next analysis on this channel. We'll see you then.